Welcome to this video, exploring the revolutionary journey of Bob Dylan, America's greatest songwriter, poet, and the voice of multiple generations. This program is brought to you by the Series of Thoughts team as part of the Music Studies series. Chapter 1 explores the origins of a legend. Bob Dylan's early years, from a small mining town in Minnesota, shaped the artist who would transform American music forever. Born Robert Zimmerman on May 24, 1941, he was raised in Hibbing, Minnesota. His musical awakening started with piano lessons, guitar, and late-night radio dramas featuring blues and country. In the modest confines of Hibbing, a teenage Robert Zimmerman discovered his calling. The sounds of Hank Williams, Little Richard, and early rock and roll sparked an obsession that never faded. He adopted the name Bob Dylan, inspired by Welsh poet Dylan Thomas, marking his artistic rebirth. He arrived in New York's Greenwich Village in January 1961, quickly securing a record deal with Columbia Records. Chapter 2 focuses on the folk revolution. Arriving in New York at the height of the folk music revival, Dylan became the movement's most important voice, blending American musical roots with contemporary social issues. Dylan's self-titled debut album introduced his poetic style. Anthems like Blowin' in the Wind and The Times They Are A-Changin' captured the spirit of social change, and covers by other folk artists dramatically expanded his influence. His appearance at the 1963 March on Washington cemented his role as a voice of social change, with his songs becoming rallying cries for justice. Dylan became a symbol of the civil rights movement and anti-war activism. His lyrics questioned authority and inspired an entire generation to challenge established norms. Chapter 3 covers the electric controversy and musical evolution. By embracing electric instruments and rock and roll in 1965, Dylan fractured the folk community but revolutionized popular music forever. When Dylan plugged in his electric guitar at the 1965 Newport Folk Festival, the resulting boos and cheers marked a seismic cultural shift. He fused folk poetry with rock energy, launching albums like Highway 61, Revisited. Released that summer, Like a Rolling Stone changed everything. Its revolutionary length, literary complexity, and raw energy established a new standard for popular music, transforming songwriting from craft to art. With his Fender Stratocaster in hand, Dylan faced a divided audience. This controversy defined the rest of his career as an artist who never stopped evolving or challenging expectations. Chapter 4 focuses on the poet and the storyteller. Dylan's genius lies in language. His lyrics draw from literary traditions, creating a unique American poetry that speaks through song. His literary influences include the spontaneous prose of the Beat generation and the surreal imagery of symbolist poets like Rimbaud. He also studied American novelists, who captured the nation's vernacular speech. In 2016, Dylan was the first musician awarded the Nobel Prize in Literature for creating, quote, new poetic expressions within the great American song tradition. His Nobel lecture reflected deeply on his literary roots. The Nobel win affirmed that great poetry transcends medium, proving that words set to music can achieve the highest artistic expression. Chapter 5 explores landmark albums and songs. Across 6 decades, Dylan's 39 studio albums represent a continuous evolution, spanning genres from rock poetry and country to blues and gospel. Blonde on Blonde, released in 1966, was rock and roll's first double album. It remains a masterpiece, blending literary complexity with musical innovation through tracks like Visions of Johanna and Sad-Eyed Lady of the Lowlands. Blood on the Tracks, 1975, written during a personal crisis, captured raw emotional vulnerability. This critically acclaimed album revealed Dylan's gift for transforming pain into universal art, with songs like Tangled Up in Blue. In 1997, Dylan released Time Out of Mind, a comeback album that won the Grammy for Album of the Year. Its dark, atmospheric soundscape marked a return to critical prominence, meditating on mortality and the passage of time. Dylan's album covers are iconic, representing different artistic phases and cultural moments, from the pop art of Highway 61, Revisited, to the stark portraiture of Blonde on Blonde. Chapter 6 looks at the never-ending tour and live legacy. Since 1988, Dylan has been on a continuous journey of live performance, constantly reimagining his vast catalog. With over 3,000 concerts since the late 1980s, Dylan treats each show as a unique event. He constantly evolves the arrangements and phrasing, ensuring that no two performances are ever the same. The 1967 documentary Don't Look Back captured Dylan's 1965 tour through England. This groundbreaking cinema verite film revealed his complex persona and influenced countless music documentaries. Even in his 80s, Dylan continues to tour relentlessly. The stage remains his natural habitat, where songs written decades ago find new meanings in each performance, and the road goes on forever. Chapter 7 examines his cultural impact and influence. Dylan's songs have become part of the global cultural fabric, inspiring movements, films, literature, and entire generations of creators. Dylan's songs have been covered over 6,000 times by artists across every genre, from rock and pop to jazz and classical. These interpretations, like Jimi Hendrix's All Along the Watchtower, reveal his compositional genius. His influence extends beyond music, impacting writers, poets, and filmmakers. His protest songs continue to soundtrack movements for justice worldwide. His personal archive now fuels scholarship at the Bob Dylan Center. Dylan's numerous honors include 10 Grammy Awards, the Presidential Medal of Freedom, an Academy Award for Film Music, and the Nobel Prize. These recognize his contributions to music, literature, and culture. Chapter 8 explores the man behind the myth. Though Dylan cultivated an enigmatic persona, glimpses of the man emerge through his memoir, visual art, and candid moments. His memoir, Chronicles, Volume 1, offers non-linear snapshots of his life, revealing insights into his creative process, his voracious reading habits, and his struggles with fame. Dylan is also a multimedia artist. His paintings and drawings have been exhibited worldwide, and he has appeared in films, making him a true Renaissance figure of American culture. Dylan's visual art captures American landscapes, urban scenes, and moments of transit with the same attention to detail and emotion found in his songwriting. Chapter 9 details the ongoing legacy. Dylan's influence grows stronger as new generations discover his work, and institutions dedicate themselves to preserving his contributions to culture. Opened in 2022, the Bob Dylan Center in Tulsa, Oklahoma, houses over 100,000 items from his personal archives. This center serves as a museum and research hub, ensuring his legacy remains accessible. Dylan's influence is global, affecting everything from musical evolution to political voice and artistic freedom. His work speaks to universal human experiences. Thousands of visitors explore Dylan's archives each year, discovering the handwritten drafts and the creative process behind the songs they've known for decades, making the past present again. In conclusion, Bob Dylan transformed music and literature, proving that popular song can achieve the highest artistic expression. As the ultimate storyteller, his voice will echo through the centuries. Thank you for watching this video. As Dylan famously wrote, "The times they are a-changin'."